We are in downtown Toronto at Rogers Center, getting you set for this edition of Baseball on the Show. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Oakland A's and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Aaron Sanchez, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
Settling in now, Dwayne Volpe. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First delivery to him on the way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the third game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
Into the box now, Bo Bichette, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He'll check in with an average still south of 230. 11 home runs, 27 driven in. Here's a looping fly ball out to right, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Here's Nolan Arenado. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers.
You're on the mound in this situation. You only have 2 options. You got to find a way to strike this next guy out or get him to ground into a double play.
And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Woody Keller, this is my nightmare. He likes to call a pitch above the zone, above the belt. I know guys say those are the pitches that go deep, but I'm telling you, if you're calling that high strike, it opens up a lot of room for the pitcher.
I agree with you, Dero. That's a tough pitch to get on top of and to put it in play. So if you're a pitcher right now, try to elevate in that top part of that strike zone.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, I'm looking for a big performance from Nolan Arenado. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. Stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
To second for 1. Digging in, Rendell Grichuk. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a weak little line drive over to first. And no problem over there at first as he flags this one down to... So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. And the pitch. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, Dero, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And over at first base in this one today is the guy that can pick it with the best of them. And I can't overstate that enough. As a former middle infielder, when you could close your eyes and throw it over to first base, knowing it was getting picked out of the grass or picked out of the dirt, man, what a comfortable feeling.
Missed with a slider.
He obviously wanted that call in the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 1-2. Locks him up for strike 3.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
So digging in now, Ryan Lavarnway will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Out to left field and deep. Look at this. And gone up into the second deck. Solo shot here to left. Home run number 9 on the year, as the Blue Jays are even now at 1 run apiece.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot is the result.
Stepping up to the plate, Yan Gomes. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. Scorched to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 base hit. Back with Major League Baseball on the show as we welcome you back to Toronto and Rogers Center.
Play ball. 3.
At the plate, Dwayne Volpe. He singled his last time up.
The shortstop, Dwayne Volpe.
First delivery to him on the way. A high fastball is in there. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. And a step off. Now here it comes. And he wastes a fastball high there. 1-2.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Hit sharply on the ground. Schimpf picks it up. And there's 1 down now. So 1 gone in the inning now, and it's time for a look at the standings in the AL West. You just see where the A's find themselves entering play here today. So striding in, Bo Bichette. He reached on a single in his first try. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. Bichette has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is. He shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. The 1-1 home. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is line to left. Renfro is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Now at the plate, Nolan Arenado. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard down the line. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that means that Corey Dickerson will bat with 2 out.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Into the box, Corey Dickerson reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1.
That's what makes pitching so difficult. You get the first 2 guys out of the inning, then you give up that 2-out base hit. Now you have the middle part of the order coming up, and this is where you have to really refocus on that mound, stay out of a potential big inning.
Line drive to left. But he'll flag this one down toward the alley. Nearly trouble, but instead the inning is over. Blue Jays held in check. We played 3 full. We're tied at 1. Here's Randall Grichuk. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a strike. Hit hard back up the middle. Backhanded. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Time now for the A's Road to the Show report as we get a look at a couple of guys making some noise in the upper levels of the minors. Coming to the plate now, Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Takes a knee-high fastball. Now he bounces a knuckleball up to the plate for a ball. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Softly hit here to the left side. And there are 2 away now. Standing in, Vladimir Guerrero. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Vladimir Guerrero.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. And there's ball 1.
We're playing 11, 1-1.
The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2.
Playing 12, 1-2.
Skied into very shallow right. Powell will wait on it, and that will retire the side. Stepping in for the Jays, Ryan LaVarnway. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Here it comes, 0-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
In now, Yan Gomes.
Number 7.
Down the third baseline. And that's through for a hit.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2. So earlier in the broadcast, we mentioned that we might be seeing a pitcher's duel today, and these two guys have certainly delivered on that promise.
You know, Matt, sometimes it's really hard to put a finger on why a guy pitches well and why a guy is having a very difficult time. So far, he hasn't had a very good season, but you know this, when you have the stuff that this guy has, he's 1 out, 1 inning, 1 pitch away from turning things back around, and he's pitching more now like the guy we thought he was going to be.
He throws him on the fastball there. Dwayne Volpe becomes the 2nd out in the bottom of the 5th. And you see it there on your screen. Strikeout number 100 for him on the year, and that ain't bad.
The batter, number 10.
Ready once again, Bo Bichette from the stretch. Is a swing and a high pop-up. Chapman is there for it.